Yo, what's up, fam? Hope you're doing great. Today we're gonna be doing some quiz facts. Not quiz, just the facts about Family Guy. So I'm so sorry for that clickbait thumbnail. I'm trying to get some views for my short views, for my short videos. So let's go here and here. We got like this website where it says about the dark secrets behind Family Guy. So the first one, Family Guy was sued by music label. That sounds interesting. No? 2007 was a rough year for Family Guy when it came to legal matters. Besides facing Carol Burnett lawsuit, the show was also sued by a music label called Bonnie Company Music Publishers, which happens to own the rights to the song "When You Wish Upon a Star," made famous by the Disney classic Pinocchio. Family Guy did a parody of that song called "When You Wish Upon a Wednesday," which pocket found a dose of Jewish face. And the Borney company sued Fox, like the Family Guy's company, and the show for copyright infringement, justifying it by claiming that the lyrics to the parody were also anti-Semitic and overall offensive in nature. Once again, however, a judge ruled in favor of Family Guy. That's interesting, saying that the song had been parodied, not infringed, and that the lyrics were altered for comical measures. I guess like Family Guy just put a lot of money into that because winning copyright suits, lawsuits like really hard. Coming out from experience. I'm a law student. So the second one. Family Guy was sued by Carol Burnett. Carol Burnett, the celebrated, we have read that, thank you. The show kept going during the season. No, thank you. The show was banned in Venezuela. Let's read that. The 12th episode of Family Guy that season was titled 420, and it was centered around the fact that Brian was arrested for possession after being bailed out. Brian set out the joint movement the advocates for the legalization of illegal substance. I guess like the alcohol, etc., etc. This is still a taboo subject in many countries in Latin America, so it comes as no surprise that in episode like Family Guy's 420 was probably going to rub certain people the wrong way. As a replacement for Family Guy, certain Venezuelan Netflix went to air Baywatch, which is quite serious upstate. And fifth one, the meaning behind Stewie's birth time. Oh, I didn't know that. Family Guy loves to play with the fact that Stewie might be secretly evil, and this is further justified by the fact that, according to the show's myth, Stewie was born on 1134, which on a calculator spells out the word hell. What the fuck? The most distinct character difference between The Simpsons and Family Guy is that the baby character in the latter is actually a speaking character who is arguably smarter than all of its family members, and I guess the universe of Family Guy. The show goes back and forth with the concept that the family understands that the Stewie is saying, but usually pairs him up with a brain. Who is a dog always understands Stewie? What the fuck? And aside from the diabolical undertones, Stewie is also presented on Family Guy as having an ambitious sexuality, which are two factors that instantly turned him into show's breakout character from the very start. And that's crazy. That was crazy. Meg was never crushed on Cleveland. Cleveland. If you have seen all the episodes of Family Guy, you will probably remember the time when Meg crushed on Quagmire, and the time she crushed on Joe, and even the episode when she crushed on Brian with a duck. What you will not find in the Family Guy is the time when Meg crushed on Cleveland. I have never seen that, with the only close friend of Peter's that Meg has never developed a crush on. Yes, because he's black. I'm just kidding. This has led many hardcore Family Guy fans to conclude that maybe possible Meg is kind of racist. Maybe. Sure, Cleveland is married, and one could find that excuse, but so is Joe, and that didn't stop Meg. She even had a crush on Quagmire, despite all the terrible stories the character is known for. Maybe he's racist, or maybe he doesn't like. Like people are just making fun of it because it's not all time about the body color, about the body shape, maybe. Because Joe is kind of, he's got a good deep voice. He's a cop, so why not? Why not? He was like very, very polite in terms of like behavior with back. I do remember one season, one episode where Joe just drives a car and he just drops out the Mac close to the school, and Mac says that no one does that for her, and just like, and I mean like she just has crush on Joe. And Quagmire, not Quagmire, like the fucking Riz out guy, but Cleveland. I mean like he's fat. He's fat, yes, and he doesn't really do jokes. So I mean like it's not about body color. So 7 was almost on. I don't really know how to spell that word in English, so I'm so sorry for that. So 8. An episode was banned from TV. Nearly all episodes for Family Guy have 2 cuts. Let's say for TV, this particular episode. I'm so sorry, I cannot read that. There are 2 versions of almost every episode. We all know that Family Guy can be a little off color, to say the least, despite airing on the major broadcast network. The show's core fan base loves the brush humor. Folks can only air what is deemed appropriate by network executives and US rating associates. While it's unfortunate that Family Guy has got through this sort of censorship, the reasoning behind it is understandable. This also creates an appeal for I don't really get the sense. The US Parents Television Council really hates it. The US Parents Television Council was founded in 1995 and had to label TV shows as either favor or harmful for family values. It kind of may harm if the family doesn't have the really, like the developed character. May just ruin the childhood behavior. The council has historical opposite television series that are deemed indecent and or of color, so it comes so no surprise that Family Guy has been recruited, of course. That was supposed to be the underlying theme. I don't really like to talk about that. Family Guy was cancelled twice. Somebody know that. Everyone knows Family Guy is a successful animated TV show on a major broadcast network, but the truth is that throughout the years, Family Guy was actually cancelled twice due to the dissatisfaction from the network. The first time the show was cancelled was right after its second season, which aired between 1999 and 2000. This caused Family Guy to go off the air for over a year, but the show eventually made it was by the Fox. The second time it was cancelled by it was even longer, between 2002 and 2005, about for 3 years, a time frame that happened within the short and fourth season of Family Guy. That's fair. During the 3 years, hiatus, Family Guy kept doing incredible numbers in DVD cycles and adult swim ratings. There's a point where Fox took notice and decided to revive the series. Norris me like thank you for that, which premiered in 2005 was the first episode of the show being officially back on air. I guess that was 12 facts. Let's see. I know of them. So, anyways, so guys, thank you very much for your time. I do appreciate you. Anyways, thank you just for listening me. I'm so sorry for no edit. I'm just like it's very fast recording. I don't really have time for that. Thank you very much. Just peace. I'm gonna catch you in next video. Just